Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. The last layout that I did was this one with my mood board magic. And I had pulled out this paper from my stash. It is Mente. And I had pulled a couple of more sheets out. And while I had them out, because I was too lazy to put them up, I just decided to use some elements from my mood board magic kit and the paper I had laid out to create another grid, not another, to create another layout that is very grid style. So that particular collection that I had pulled out, which I believe was called Manor House. I don't remember. Anyway, I had the 6x6 pad, and these are cut from the 6x6 pad, these frames, and I used this paper that is beautiful as well as my mat, and then because it just needed to be calmed down a little bit, I put it on some of the cream puff basil. I used washi from my mood board magic, and these alphas are from mood board magic. So I wanted to share that with you before we move on to the next thing. I was pulling out my paper to begin another layout, and kind of mixing and matching and kind of formulating a plan. And in these two sheets right here just set me on a tangent. So let me explain. I wanted to use this one. I trimmed off the branding strip and thought, okay, I really want to kind of hone in on the oranges and the yellow there. And then I layered it with this. And then I thought, I just got overwhelmed with gratitude for the talent and the gift that Janet has given us. I would have never put these two manufacturers together. So this is Simple Stories. This is Mente. And in my opinion, this particular line, this particular collection, Art Options Spice, all I could see was the purple. That's all I could see. And I did not buy this collection, even though I think it's beautiful. I'm not a huge purple user. But when you get singularly focused like I do at times, you miss out on things. And so let me show you that. When I layered these two together, I thought, my goodness, this complements this so beautifully, even though it's not exact colors. They play within the tones of each other, and I can't say enough about it. I absolutely love it, and this is one of the gifts that Janet has. She is able to just remember, oh, I have that over there. This is the color scheme in it. I think it'll go with this one, and she'll pull them out and they work. I wish you could bottle that, because I don't have that particular gift. If I see things side by side each other, I can see it. I'm not able to just remember and imagine it. I have to see them together, and then I can put it together. I hope that makes sense. But I just wanted to share that as this is just me laying things out, getting ready. And then as I was feeling so very, very grateful for her and the gift that she gives us and that she is continuing to give to us, I decided to go ahead and share something else. So when she built this kit, kits, because she made a kit for Teresa and for me. She made these little post-it notes, and when you lay them out, it is a roadmap to making a kit. Did you notice that? Like when we were sharing our kits, did that click for you? Because I'm going to be honest, it did not click for me right away. And now that it has, I could cry. So I've struggled about how to share this because each time I thought about it, I would get choked up. And I'm trying not to get choked up because I want you to hear me. I want you, I want to share the magnitude of this gift that Janet continues to pour into our community and to give us just to make a kit. So let's go through them. So now this notebook is my planning notebook for my channel. And occasionally I decorate a page because it's meaningful and it's important to me during this season of time that I'm creating videos. And this is something that I will keep. There's a lot. I'm not going to go back and share everything because there's a lot of personal stuff in here. But Janet's handwriting is deeply meaningful to me, and I definitely want to keep it. And I know that she just wrote these down and didn't think a thing about it. She never gave it another thought because this comes natural to her, and she needed to convey that thought process to Teresa and I. But it means having her handwriting, having her thoughts lined up means the world to me. So yes, I'm going to make it special in my notebook. Okay. She gave us story-based. She gave us text papers. She gave us papers that were heavily weighted with icons. She gave us background papers. She gave us a paper that has a specific design, plaid. And then she gave us 14 additional pattern papers that worked within the color scheme, the mood board that we had given her. And then she also gave us the instruction that the navy blue leaves, to use them as embellishments. So this is the paper. And when I was fussy cutting, I didn't even realize until later that this orange is a really good color as well. So, you know, there's just these little pieces of goodness all through this kit. All through this kit. And I wanted to share this with you. So I'm going to lay this here and my notes side by side so that if you wanted to take a photo, you're more than welcome to do that if you struggle with making a kit. These are some ways to make the kit work. This is a large kit. You do not always have to make a large kit. You can make it much, much smaller. But if you're wanting to make a large kit to travel with or to take to a crop or to an event, here is a recipe. Story-based, text, icons, backgrounds, plaid, pattern papers. She added in alphas and foam titles, stickers, die cuts. She gave us texture, trim, fabric, brads, lump and bump, chipboard, buttons. She gave us wood veneer, enamel dots, pearl stickers, washi, and she mixed manufacturers so that we're not locked into basically a collection. And there's nothing wrong with scrapbooking with a collection. But if you just have bits and pieces, she shows us how to pull it together to make a cohesive kit. And I'm going to mention again, this trim is it's extremely precious to me. I am going to use it. I'm going to challenge myself to use some, but there's 2 pieces here. I promise you, one is going to be savored and saved. So there's that. Now that we have gotten through this, I want to share with you the layout that I created. Is it down here? Yes. And then just know that the next video that I share for Mood Board Magic will be with these papers. Okay, so here is the layout that I created. And I fussy cut my leaves and I added them in here. This paper that I'm going to use as my background, it had this large leaf cluster in the middle. I cut that out with an X-Acto knife so that I would maintain the background look. Turned it sideways and then just started tucking. She had given us this cut file and I backed my cut file. This part that I backed with here is some packaging from 49 and Market. These I used scraps. I used wood veneer for my title and 2 pieces here. I've used 3 frames. So I have a frame here, a frame here, and a frame here. I ended up using 5 pieces of paper for this layout. So I'll bring it up a little closer so that you can see the details in a little better. This cluster is made from these 2 pieces that were part of the cut file, a wood veneer leaf, and 2 brads. And then we have our title in wood veneer. We have another brad here in wood veneer. And because this is really, I feel like it's busy, I didn't add any other elements. But I love the blue peeking out from underneath. And then tying that blue in with this paper that looks like blue jeans. I'm really, really happy with how this layout turned out. And I'm looking forward to creating with the next one. We will have 2 more videos. We're going to end up doing a total of 4 layouts with our kit before we move on to the next Mood Board Magic. Thank you so, so much for being here. I appreciate you. Occasionally I will tell you this, but it's November. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. I want to make sure you know and understand how very, very much I appreciate you. I appreciate the comments that you leave me. When I have some downtime and I'm able to go back and read them and to interact, I love it. It makes me feel like I'm with my tribe, and I just appreciate you so very, very much. Come back. We will chat again soon. Bye-bye.